Hey guys, Ashley D. Will here. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a topic that can be stressful for you, but it might be helpful. The topic is what to do when you can't get a break. When you can't get a break. So that's the topic. And what I'm talking about is when you're going through life, and whether it's a season of time when you can't get a break, or whether it's over your whole life and you can't get a real break, what to do, okay? So let's say you're going along in life and you have all this agitation. You're upset about things. Maybe your family is upset. Maybe you're getting divorced. Maybe you feel powerless in certain situations and that's freaking you out. Maybe you're very afraid, fearful, frightened about certain things. Maybe the things that are going on in the world. Maybe you are having issues with anguish. Maybe you're feeling desperate about some things. Maybe you're feeling crushed over time. Maybe you're feeling dismay. Maybe you're feeling confused, sorrowful, or stressed. Okay? When you're between a rock and a hard place, that is when you feel like you need a break. Or when you just keep getting assaulted by all these type things all day long, that's not getting a break. And or if you're between a rock and a hard place and you have all this stuff coming at you all the time, that's really having a hard time and needing a break, right? So I want to give you two scriptures that will help you when you find yourself here, okay? If you've never been in this situation before, just wait. You will pass through something like it probably more than once. So I want to read first 2 Corinthians 12:9. And this is a secret and just a special verse that can really help you to get through it. Okay? It's the opposite of what the world will tell you. So verse 9 says, "But he, the Lord, said to me, my grace, my favor, my loving kindness and mercy is enough for you, sufficient against any danger, and enables you to bear the trouble manfully. For my strength and power are made perfect, fulfilled and completed, and show themselves most effective in your weakness. Therefore, I will all the more gladly glory in my weaknesses and infirmities, that the strength and power of Christ the Messiah may rest on me. Yes, may pitch a tent over and dwell upon me." So that is talking about the grace of God. The grace of God is sufficient for you when you are in any of these types of situations. And so the word sufficient there, my grace is sufficient, that word sufficient means more than enough. It means plenty. It means I'm lavishing this on you, and it is more than you will need. All right? So when you find yourself in any of these types of positions, you want to learn to receive the grace of God. Before you do that, you're going to have to acknowledge the grace of God, right? So you'll have to remember it, acknowledge it, and receive it. And you can ask the Holy Spirit to help you to remind you of this and help you remember this for the rest of your life. You can pray these big lifetime prayers. Lord, please help me when I'm in a hard spot to remember your grace, to be thankful for it, and to receive it. Okay? That is a huge strategy, and I'm telling you, it's the opposite of what the world will tell you. It's the opposite of what the devil will tell you. And it is so powerful. When you humble yourself and you receive the grace of God, you receive the supernatural power of Jesus Christ to overcome everything because you're bowed down and he lifts you up. All right? Very important to remember that, and it's very counterintuitive. So I would pray that prayer, and I would make some notes and do something to remind myself for not if, but when that happens. Now, the second verse is 2 Timothy 2:3. So I'm going to read this to you. And this says, "Take with me your share of the hardships and suffering which you are called to endure, as a good, first-class soldier of Jesus Christ. So this verse is saying, take with me your share. That means take is a verb. So we're going to take, we're going to receive, we're going to accept when it comes, not if, but when it comes. Any of these things or any others that are like that, we're going to take our share of hardships and suffering. So this means, this is talking about the heart. This is talking about, he wants your heart to be ready to receive and to take your share of suffering. See, he's telling us it's going to come, it's going to happen. And so he's trying to prepare us with the right type of heart, a humble heart, a receptive heart, and a heart that is accepting of what is happening so that we'll be able to get through it more easily. If we don't accept it and we fight it, it's going to bring on a lot more pain and suffering on us than if we accept it. So he's trying to prepare us for our share of hardships and sufferings that are coming and that have come. So if you haven't suffered much, either you're a brand new believer or you're a goat. So expect hardships and sufferings in this life if you're a believer. And this verse is also telling us that we are called by God to endure hardships and sufferings. Some people will go through much more hardship and suffering. Others will have less, but we will all go through our own share. Each of us has a share. Like if you're eating a pizza and it's all cut maybe into 8 or 16 pieces and there's that many people at the gathering, you have that portion for yourself, one piece. It's kind of like that. You have a certain share that is yours in this life. And so he's trying to get you to prepare yourself to receive it, to take it, and that we are called to endure it, and that he's reminding us that we are soldiers. We are soldiers in the army of God, and Jesus Christ is our general. So he's calling us a first-class soldier. The first-class soldiers are the ones that take their share of hardships and sufferings without complaining, without fighting God and all that. That is a first-class soldier. So he's calling us to be first-class soldiers and to receive and accept and to take those hardships and sufferings that are going to come and that have come. So I want you to prepare your heart, prepare your mind, prepare your body for hardships and suffering. They're going to come, so let's prepare for them. We can also pray that we will be prepared, that the Lord will prepare our hearts ahead of time to receive, and that we will be accepting of whatever the situation is. So we want to be a good first-class soldier of Jesus Christ. And the way to be a good first-class soldier of Jesus Christ is to take, receive, accept the sufferings that come your way. And know they are appointed for, that's your destiny. They're appointed by God to come to you, and you're supposed to pass through them, and then you go on to different experiences. So this is what this verse is saying, endure. And you can pray for a spirit of endurance. That would be a very wise thing to pray because of the world we're in and at the time we are in. That would be very wise. Okay, so I hope this is insightful or helpful or pricks your interest in this, and maybe you'll further explore it. But so we're talking about when you can't get a break. Every which way you turn, you're having problems and trouble. You feel like the whole world is against you. Well, we are all going to go through these times of suffering and trouble, and some are short and some are long. Some are not that bad. Some are horrific. So just know that you are in an evil world, you're an alien in this world, and you are making your way toward heaven on a very straight and narrow road. And there's going to be hardships and trouble, but that's okay because that's normal and that's to be expected. So you want to be prepared, you want to be ready to receive it and to deal with it when it comes. And you can pray for God to give you a spirit of endurance. All right, so I hope this is helpful and God bless you.